Welcome back to Adri's Homestead Life. Today we are going to make Homestead sourdough bread. It's very simple, very easy. I am going to start with 4 cups of bread flour and 1.5 cups of warm water. And I'm just going to make a dough. So just pour all in. You can use fork, fingers, you can even use KitchenAid. I'm going to use fork and just my fingers today. And then we're going to knead the dough until it is well combined, until we don't see any flour, but they all nicely come together. After that, I'm just going to cover this with shower cap and leave it for a couple of hours. And then when we come back, we're going to add a cup of sourdough starter, and then we're going to mix it really well with 2 tablespoons of sea salt. And then I'm going to put a tablespoon of olive oil in the bowl and roll the dough in nicely so every side is well coated, and then leave it for another hour. Cover it with shower cap, and then we will come back 3 times every hour, and then we're going to fold the dough before we do the final fold. And then we're going to put the dough to the fridge overnight, and tomorrow morning we'll make a lovely homestead bread. The dough now been resting for few hours, just over 2 hours. It's ready to do the next step. So I'm going to put a cup of sourdough starter in it. And then we're going to mix this sourdough starter in the water and bread flour dough really well. I probably will take this a few minutes. It only took me about a couple of minutes to reach that sticky stage. It is very sticky, but it's okay. Now we are going to put 2 tablespoons of sea salt, and we're going to mix that in our dough really well. And that salt will help to that dough to be more pliable. That will clear the bowl and our hands a bit better. So just give another few minutes. And then I'm going to put a tablespoon of olive oil on the bottom of my bowl. I'm going to roll the dough in every side of the dough, and then we cover it back up with a shower cap for an hour. And then I'll be back in an hour to show you the next step. You can see our dough is now nice and smooth. Still a bit sticky, but not too sticky. Our hands now clean. I'm just going round motion, working towards the center of the dough. Actually, it's more teaspoon than a tablespoon. We don't need a tablespoon of oil. Teaspoon, it's enough. We don't want it to be too greasy neither. And that's it. We're just going to cover this up with the shower cup and let it rest. So an hour has gone, and now I'm going to fold. What I usually do, sometimes I take it out like that and then just fold it under like a petal. So I'll fold it under and put it back, and that's it. Put the shower cup back on and do the same 2 more times, an hour later and an hour later. So now, after we've folded the bread dough 3 times, we are ready to do the final form and put the dough in the fridge. So I'm just gonna put a sprinkle of flour, and it's still quite a sticky dough. I'm going to just lay it out like that and fold it. And roll it up. Push it back a few times. And then we're going to place it in a Banneton basket, cover it with shower cup, and that can go to the fridge for overnight. And tomorrow morning we're going to make an amazing sourdough bread. I'll just pinch this together like that so it won't open on us. Give it a sprinkle of flour. Cover it with a shower cup, and that can go to the fridge. Just one more thing. Before I put this to the fridge, I leave this on a kitchen table for a couple of hours. Longer if you can. So I will give a good final rise, and then we are going to put it in the fridge. So we just took the bread out of the fridge. We are going to score it, and that will go to a preheated oven for 50 minutes. Preheated the pan in a preheated oven, and now everything is nice and hot. Now it goes back for 50 minutes on high heat. Time is up. Let's check. I've checked it 10 minutes ago and it needed a bit more time, so I put it back for another 10 minutes. So we are now around the mark of 50-55 minutes. Let's see what our Homestead sourdough looks like. Wow! Look at this! It looks amazing! We've just made a sourdough bread together. Wow, I'm leaving it now to cool down in this cooling rack. And then leave everything to cool down before I touch it. Everything is really hot. But I love that ear. How cute. Look. So we are going to enjoy this later. The bread turned out really well, and since then I've done a yeasted bread as well. I call it sandwich bread. So if you're interested, give me a thumbs up and we can make we can bake together lots of bread, all different, naan bread, Adri's roll, Homestead roll. Hope you enjoyed the video today and see you very soon. Bye friends.